Imagine lying in bed next to your partner, the silence stretching between you. You crave their touch, their warmth, but it never comes. Over time, you begin to wonder, have they stopped desiring me? According to Elaine de Botton, author of How to Think More About Sex, sex is more than just physical pleasure. It's a universal love language that reassures us of our worth. Through intimacy, we exchange silent affirmations. You are beautiful. I desire you. I love you. Yet, when desire is ignored, it can feel shameful to admit we need more. But longing for intimacy isn't weakness. It's what makes us human. 1. Feeling uncomfortable in your own skin. Have you ever caught yourself staring in the mirror, picking apart every little flaw, wondering if your partner even notices you anymore? You wait for that familiar spark, a lingering gaze, a touch that lingers just a little longer, but it never comes. Over time, self-doubt creeps in. Have I changed? Am I still attractive? When intimacy fades, so does our confidence. A 2019 study published in the Journal of Women's Health found that body image plays a significant role in sexual satisfaction. If you don't feel good about your body, you may struggle to feel comfortable during intimacy. Sex should be a space where you feel loved, desired, and accepted exactly as you are. But when physical affection becomes scarce, it's natural to start questioning your desirability. The truth is, your worth isn't defined by how often you're touched, but the feeling of being wanted matters. 2. Feeling more irritable and angry. Have you ever snapped at your partner over something trivial, a misplaced coffee mug, an unwashed dish, and immediately wondered, why did that bother me so much? According to a study published in the Journal of Sex Research, people who desire more sex but don't get it often experience anger and frustration. When intimacy is lacking, even the smallest annoyances can feel like unforgivable offenses. The messy kitchen, the overflowing trash, suddenly they become unbearable. Your partner may look at you, confused, wondering, what's wrong? But this frustration didn't appear overnight. Unacknowledged rejection builds up over time, turning into resentment. Unfortunately, frequent outbursts can create even more distance, making your partner less inclined to reconnect intimately, deepening the cycle of frustration and emotional disconnection. 3. Withdrawing from your partner. Have you ever sat next to your partner feeling miles apart? The conversations feel forced, the laughter feels distant, and even when you're together, you feel alone. A 2011 study published in the Journal of Sex and Marital Therapy found that people dissatisfied with their sex life were also less satisfied with their relationships overall. When intimacy fades, emotional distance follows. At first, it's subtle. You spend less time together, avoid deep conversations, and turn to distractions instead. But over time, this emotional gap grows wider, making it harder to reconnect. For some, this withdrawal becomes permanent. The lack of emotional closeness erodes physical desire, and soon, the thought of intimacy feels foreign. This cycle can be dangerous. The more disconnected you feel, the harder it becomes to bridge the gap, leaving both partners feeling isolated in the relationship. 4. Unfulfilled fantasies and thoughts of someone else. Have you ever caught yourself wondering what it would be like to be with someone else? Not because you don't love your partner, but because something feels missing. An unfulfilled need, a touch you silently crave. A lack of intimacy can sometimes push people toward fantasizing about another person, whether in their minds or in reality. According to Professor Dr. Renee Hurleman from Bond University Medical Center, the hormone oxytocin, often called the love hormone, plays a crucial role in bonding and monogamy. A study published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences found that higher oxytocin levels strengthen commitment. So, when intimacy fades and oxytocin levels drop, the mind starts wandering. These thoughts can feel unsettling, even shameful, but suppressing them often makes them stronger, creating a cycle of guilt and longing that can quietly erode a relationship. Do you relate to these signs? If any of these signs feel familiar, you're not alone. Many couples struggle with intimacy. This video explores the perspective of those with a higher sex drive, but what if you're the one avoiding sex? Don't miss our next video on sexual repression. Like, share, and subscribe to Y2Sci for more insights.